We're starting the first trial today, so that's something that we're starting today. We are gonna see Francesca again, even though I don't wanna see her. I just really don't wanna see her at all. She just hits me all the time. She literally knocked Phoenix out. And I don't wanna see that again. She's just so mean all the time. But I don't wanna see her. But we have to. I just wanna see Edgeworth again. I hope we get to see him at one point. I wanna see that boy again because everybody's saying, oh, he just gone. But tell me if he comes back or something like that. They're acting like he's dead in Phoenix, so like, don't talk about him. Don't say his name, Maya. Don't say his name. Phoenix like so upset that he's gone. Okay, let's begin. December 29, 9:43 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 5. Oh, he's nervous. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk? What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. A stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick! Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd later. No, it's definitely don't do that. We can't be having you flying around the court, it just wouldn't be right. Imagine you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Yep, everything will be okay. Nothing to worry about here. Nothing at all. Just gonna be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in front of all. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Oh my god. Phoenix actually likes this idea. Nice. December 29, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, Francesca, we meet again. And now the case of one... What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Jones. So... Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of this. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage. Ms. Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Pride. That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. So you're a sore loser then. It did not count. Do you hear me? You must still be upset about what happened last time. You had no chance. Zero. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why you ask? Because it is not in the future of a Bon Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Bon Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Pride. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? Why is Phoenix the guilty one? He's the liar here, not the one that killed someone. What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like you'll bring her dad back. There, opening statement completed. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Mrs. Bon Karma. Detective Gumshoe, get up there now! Poor Gumshoe, he has to deal with her on a daily basis. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, detective. Don't mention it, it's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. Alright, detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Details of the events. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold. All the circus performers were gathering in the big hall to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. I see. He was beaten to death. Here is the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into the evidence. Okay. A brown object. Very well. Mr. Bright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, let's begin. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal, maybe about an inch and a half was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me see. There's got to be more to this. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant Maximilian Galactica and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot, Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you're welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. So, the ones that we found was freaking Gumshoes. After the practice was over, where did everyone get off to? Regina was playing with Regent while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbing in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? Well, awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salaries. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. Okay. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem, Paul. We got a witness that told us how the whole thing. Wow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Let's keep going. Would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? The victim found bent over a wooden box. A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Wooden box added to the court. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. Okay, so we got it to the first part. So what should I ask first? About the wooden box, about the lock, about the contents? I really want to know about the contents of the box, but... I think we'll ask about the contents. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than four knots. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. What that was inside was this little bottle. What? Bottle? What is that, detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in the huge box? I wonder if that was some sort of special meaning. That's weird. What would... Okay, that's just weird. What would a bottle be like that? According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it is something that perpetrator ran off with. You will think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ho ho ho. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the events now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped it up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Eh? I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrap up has such a meaning and sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Poor Gumshoe. I wish Ashford would be like... Ashford will be just as mean, but... they're friends. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. He must be talking about Ben, the ventriloquist. I wonder if Strila will show up on the stand as well. Oh god. Please say your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Triloquist. I am employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me. The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That rope must be cutting off your circulation, I said. That I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with my song. Me. The world is the law, exciting and darling, guilt or innocence. Decided, but I just dress up like a woman. Well, what do you think? It had a good read. It's just lyrics. They leave something to the desire, so to speak. Trilo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up. Just look at your nose. You will think you have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly. I want to punch you in the face. On the off chance swelling will help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about this. Oh, you won't get anybody trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. What you witness? Once practice was over, I left the event with a clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. Who could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that? Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the crown? That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can be the culprit. What's that? Here's absolute proof. A silk hat. This was found on the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. Without question, he was wearing the signature hat during practice. If the clown was murdered, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Mrs. Von Karman. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay, I guess she's the boss again today. What you win this? Okay, let's start with this thing. The clown. You're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to kneeling over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's shit. They skip. That guy's ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Why the plaza sentence? To do something, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Weren't thinking in your nice warm lodging house having a very dear. Mr. Phoenix, right? I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. Or I'm a good thinker. At least my teachers always said I was. Just when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. Okay. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you mistaken someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers. Nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max three-piece getup, geez, could you be any more dense altogether now? Silk hat, cloak, white roses? Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. He was the only one heading that way who could have found not be the killer. You saw Max and only Max, right, Julo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense. It makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? I mean, Ben only saw Max. There's gotta be no proof that it was Max, right? Because they only saw his getup, right? But there's proof that it was he. They only tell that nobody else wears that shit, so it could also be Max. Ben only saw Max, maybe. Safe? Yes. Max. That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max? Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? Where were you going with this, Mr. Bright? Who else do you suppose this witness would have seen? Ben, right? No, wait. The victim, because the victim also has to go through there. Right? Take that! That's the victim. That's correct. Istrilo was at the entrance to the plaza. He should have seen the ringmaster as well. Obviously the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he just as the witness stated at the scene of the crime? Ah, I see. It seems that at this stage there's no reason to doubt the witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judging, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Tilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, will he? Well, Max is part of the bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max kicked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Okay, we went back to the very beginning. So let's ask him about Regina because he's right. Ah shit. Oh, I clicked it again back. Yeah. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are the evidence and the statement just not related? They aren't, are they? Okay, I got it wrong. Okay, I got it wrong. There's gotta be something here, right? Around what time did the police arrive to scene? I suppose it would have been around. Hey, what time was it? I think it was around. I say a bit after 10:30 p.m. I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m. So you hung around the lodging house the entire time. I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you would stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is, will you shut up, you big nose dog? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in the weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone. What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Phoenix, we can all do without your off-handed theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Regina. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer Regina. What? Oh, did the door just break? You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for last night? What's important is what I saw, don't you forget it. Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Eh? Alright. There is obvious a reason why the witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I thought he would have paid them a second thought. Ah! That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victims on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he will have met someone else other than Max in that way. Oh! There is absolutely no proof that the winner was praying for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Pain! Don't volunteer things! Mr. Quiz, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the Lonely House? I was. I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? That the matter of proper marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain. Thanks to your boundary, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Okay, we did it. So let's keep going. Oh, the proposal. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Oh! The ring with the D and the R. Ah. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. But you don't, do you? I have it, right? You were going to propose you a puppet. Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. Exactly. His honor is looking a little less than normal right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. Sigh. What was with that side at the end? Absolutely about the proposal. By proposal you mean proposing marriage, correct, to Regina? Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it? Think that's the truth. Oh shit, let's skip over it. What was it exactly that you were planning on giving her? You know exactly what I was going to give her non-stop. The only thing that could find out could match Regina's beauty. Answer this question, what was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Whoa, those two nearly fell off their chairs. Mr. Finney's right joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone off for a long time. Pain equals bad, push on anyway. I mean, I pain it is equal bad, but I gotta punch on anyway. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human. Ow! I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony, especially about the engagement ring? I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology. Yes, you do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. Apparently giving an engagement ring. It's actually a diamond chip. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina is going to love it. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's got to be something I can catch him on. I mean, I have the ring, don't I? I keep it in my pocket waiting for the chance to propose to her you to her. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What's a stupid question? You got to be kidding me. You think Benko pulled that off? I'm sorry. Really? You don't have to apologize for this. It's the one who should be apologizing. Really? Of course, I also had it in my pockets that night. It was a present for her. So you went to the lodging to give it to her? That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that Uppity song could get in the way. Uppity song, he couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I got a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood blow in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present? In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. So you're still thinking of trying to give it to her, to Regina? Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give up that easily. I wonder how much he received from appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to wrap out these toys just money. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck. The judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get up more. Okay, we're back to the beginning. So I know I definitely need to present the ring somewhere. Maybe here? Wait, I'm gonna save because we already lost life. Okay, let's present because we have the ring. He said it was a good ring, but it's actually cheap. Trilo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? It looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you remember this ring? Ah, that's mine! Give it back! Thief! Didn't you just testify about this very argument? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Ah! What is going on here? That's... Ben, say something! Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money in like a paintball? Ah, that filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him. Miss Chris, I would prefer you avoid slandering innocent fires in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey in every sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well then, Money likes to go after the shiny things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night of the crime. What did you just say? Details, I need more details. Well, it was stolen right as Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Oh! Ah! Yeah! Oh! Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing, Mr. Trilo Quiz. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo? You know exactly what I did. I chased it after that ring with snatching monkey money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, lovely fool, Caleb Ben's fault. While he was running his way to the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point. What point could that possibly be? Ben doesn't exercise enough. Ben testimony has a flaw? It has to be that, right? Ben testimony has a flaw. There's a huge contradiction in the witness testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was out chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Bright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Mr. Bright. Objection. Well then tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Bright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defendant's argument does hold a water. The defendant does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't like just to get that dog face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's stretch out exactly who you saw on that night. I told you so many times. You think you know my story not changing. You already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more. Where there is one lie, there's usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we had to keep after him. Yeah. Ooh, did it. So now we had this. Witness Max. I give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galega at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max. That's right, Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see, I say about, I suppose 5 minutes, I think. See, everything could have arrived out on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Bright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Ooh, it's getting interesting. Let's see, witness Max. I give you that I was waiting for... Okay. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I got 4, you know, 4 counting men, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something would have slipped by me? 4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Yeah, it's suggesting even more dangerous sword case than Trilo. But that doesn't change. Okay. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night? Of course, that's where I saw him coming from. I was waiting at the entrance to the tent the entire time. I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. Okay. Yeah, but what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 PM. And you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just 10 more minutes, I'm sure you can do that. That's what time was it? Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Oh! Stop hitting me! Sighed. It was 10 p.m. Yes, that sounds about right. It sounds about right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. So you justify that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredible, obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess, that's not intro. You say good night, good evening at night. I'm sorry, Tulo. It's a quiz. I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the court. Impossible. A person at least embraces his performances. You should know better. There's got to be something wrong in his testimony. A bit in this year's testimony, not especially details, even including paying half of the comedy act. Yeah, there's gotta be something. It's gotta be Tito's evening grinning, maybe? Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange. What would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simple just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. Ow, that hurt. Maybe you should think of having some proof before your sleeves start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Tilo will ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with the evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. The witness doesn't give us money. Huh. Okay, so let's begin with this. You're 100% absolutely sure of what you just said. I told you already, yes, I am 100% absolutely sure. There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those three ridiculous symbols. Those ridiculous symbols, huh? I'm curious exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? You're gonna ask again, Alan said we accord everyone together now. Seal, hat, claw, white roses. Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun sharing out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere. I agree, but do we have the proof to make something sick? All we can do is try, right, Nick? We gotta have something that will prove useful. Alright, time to go to work. Okay, so we're back at the beginning. So, let's see. But he actually did hit you with the broken bottle, right? Drilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument, a disagreement most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clocked over the head. Ah! That morning Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch! Before we handle that, we should brag out the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant... Ray! The defendant and witness has a huge fight. There's absolutely no way their co-fab suddenly become cordial that evening. However, just considering the personality of the witness on stand, there's no way a puppet this you will just up and say good evening to his rival. Yeah. Are you saying this witness is lying? That he's trying to friend the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie, honestly, I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quiz. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Let's clarify that testimony for the court. Can you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? The defendant, he saw a different person. The answer is... He saw a different person, maybe. It might be believed that the witness didn't see someone that night. It was just someone else that's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he was truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galatica. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. God, I can't speak at all. Or good evening, as he put it. Oh? What in the world, you? Well, the defendant can explain who it was Trillo saw that evening. Well, it's gotta be the father, right? Russell Berry. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he will greet. It must be Regina. Is Regina right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Tilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah, I suppose you got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, wasn't it? Was it not? You're correct, it was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo, isn't that correct? Go. Answer the question, Mr. Priest. Order, how do you respond to this? Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galatica. I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quiz obviously witnesses a single person the evening in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galatica or was it Ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness was saw that night. The witness was clearly stated that he saw the defendant three symbols. Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone all together now. Ow! Yes, we know. With the silk hat, cloak, and white roses. A silk hat and a cloak, anyone could wear that. They even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated what he saw Max's three symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galatica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Mr. Von Karma. Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. God damn it, there she goes again, huh? You're just a little too excited for young good, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from the witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide beyond a shadow of a doubt an answer to that question, and evidence clearly establishes one thing, that there is no one other than Maximilian Gallica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare the next witness. Court is now in recess. Ooh. Nice. So we finished with the first part of the trial. So that means I'm gonna leave it here and continue with it the next time. Thank you for watching.